Hello and welcome. Today I've got for you this Robeta Womondo. Womondo is a brand that appeared with campervans, as far as I'm concerned, around 2017 on the Opel. In this case, they've done the campervan, both on a Citroen and on a Mercedes Sprinter base. There's a difference of €20,000 in the cost. This is the Mercedes. Starting price is 100, whereas the Citroen's got a starting price of 80. So taking you through to the back of it here, this I think is an extremely attractive vehicle. You have a look at the storage in there, and a great deal of storage I think for this vehicle. The bed is it seems to be a little higher than they usually are. Just see, maybe it's me, but it's easy enough to get into, I think. Is there enough room to sit up in bed at the back? Probably. There are flares at both sides, as you can see, so that extends the sleeping area at the back. Of course, with a Mercedes Sprinter, it's not the easiest vehicle to build with, and the flares do give extra space there. Now, the washroom here, I think, is one of the. I think this is a case you either love it or you hate it, and I think that looks really good. But I do appreciate that some people might absolutely hate it. It looks like a bit like hotels. The question, of course, has to be how practical is it in a camper van. Now, I do believe very much that ductboard is necessary, because you may use the shower in the morning, but you're probably going to use, or even the evening, or even the morning and the evening, but you're probably going to need the toilet more often, and it's to avoid have wet feet when you go into the toilet. Let's come in actually to show you how much space there is inside. So okay, I'm 1.75 m, so there's a bit of hair, and I've got my shoes on, so it's 1.76, something like that. If you're much taller than me, of course, it's going to be too small. I'm not so keen on sinks like this. I think they look really nice in a hotel, not so much in a motorhome. I don't think they're all that practical, to be quite honest. This is a toilet, which is it's one of these ones where you urinate into there, and then you have a bottle which then you dump somewhere, and then solids go into the back, and there's plastic bags, and they have to be disposed of appropriately. More on that subject in a different video. Personally, I would, in a vehicle like this, I think a standard thing from Thetford or Dometic would work better. It depends. I'm not because in some vehicles, yeah, I do agree with that type of approach as being practical. Very nice, elegant carpentry below, and here we have a Dometic fridge which opens both ways. One thing I do want to bring your attention to, though, are the chairs here. For overwhelming mass of people would much rather, I think, have chairs like this rather than the straight up bench. Sorry, I forget words sometimes. I get them confused with other languages. I know I've said a word in German or something when I'm speaking, and I don't realise I just continue. Anyway, that was French in that case. So you got this. They're getting rid of this bench to put these sort of automotive seats in. It does mean to say you're losing a little bit of space here, but I suppose it's not really lost, because you could sort of stick something down behind it. Storage there, and no storage in the bulwark, which is another thing I like, because it sort of gives you can stand up here at the front quite easily. That's my opinion. Of course, other people may have different opinions. Very attractive build, in my opinion. Anyway, let's come out, and here we have the rear. And so lots of storage there, but again, I mean, you can see the quality of the vehicle compared to others. This will lift up should you want to carry a bicycle or something like that inside. In here you have room for one gas cylinder, And now I said that it's been another one, looks almost the same, based on the Citroen, so the Womondo Pegasus, and there's some information on it, but this is the thing you want to see. This one is 109,000, and let's have a look in here. So starting price is 80, that one there, starting price is 100. I'll just stick the camera around the door quickly. You can see it's somewhat similar. Okay, it doesn't have the seats here. We've got in the bulwark, we've got that storage, same upper storage. Actually, come to think of it, it doesn't look that much the same as I thought it did my first pass through. And they have what this looks like, a very nice washroom with this. That's odd. To be quite honest, I don't know what the function that's meant to be. Keeping soap and things in. I shall have to ask and find out what that is meant to be. Anyway. Have a quick walk around the stand to show you some of the other vehicles which are here. They named their things after Greek gods. Womondo isn't a Greek god as far as I know, but Pegasus is. That one's called Siren, the one we just saw. I don't know if Siren's a Greek god, maybe it is. They had a lot of them. And this one here, Mercedes front, this is the Adonis off-road, 151,000. This thing costs. There you go, let's have a look at it. I think that to a large extent the price you can put. Oh, it's the fittings. The Corian here, the off-road kit as well is taking a large part of that price. And we'll see that in a different video. Here we've got a what's this one called? I can't remember. Is this Aries? I thought it was the Aries. This thing here is going to cost 117,000. It's got a double seat here. That's an option though. And we've got two bunk beds at the back, which is a bit ridiculous in my opinion, and two beds up here in the tent in the roof. 6 people in a 541 centimeter long vehicle. It's going to be a bit of a squash. And here we've got the star of the show, named after that well-known Greek god Schumacher. And this is this thing here costs 300,000. It's got a bed which comes down, as you can see, coming down right now, and we've got the living area here as well. It's unusual the way that the bed works. I've done videos on this in much greater depth because it's quite an outstanding the way it looks inside and the materials which have been used for it. Apparently Mr. Schumacher himself actually, I don't know if he designed it or what, or said that he wanted one made for himself and then it entered into production because thought that other people might want something of this nature. Anyway, I'll take you around to the back as well to see in here. Bit of storage at the back. It's got a rear washroom. I'll leave you a link below so you can see it in more detail. There we have the Apollo, sorry, and yeah, we've got the Helios, which is on the Citroen base, and this thing here is going to cost 105,500 euros. Very attractive use of light and materials. Lots of space over there. These vehicles are manufactured in Slovenia. Okay, so I'll come back to the one I started off with. the Robeta Womondo. There you can see the flare which extends the bed at the back. You can see possibly how close it is. The flare on the opening side has to be necessarily shorter. It has to allow doesn't have to be shorter, but it has to allow the door obviously to open and close. Whereas the one on the other side can be a little bit larger, as you can see here. It says there functional design, and this is because of the shape of the Mercedes itself. Good, so I hope you found that interesting. I upload every day at 21:15 my time. I live in my motorhome, either in Poland or in Germany, and so I upload every day. I living in the vehicle, so I usually do reviews, but sometimes do things about living, but it's like living in the van. For the moment, thanks so much for watching. All the best for me, and bye for now.